All right, the game is on now. The racks. Put it down. Team Ogun is starting. They have flat cars to move. All right, Even what would you have done in this situation right now? Looking at this track is not having any bingo.
Yeah, I'll just play calf and keep it yes.
So you do cow, which is CALF, and keep start. That's also a fine one. Kwaku is also suggesting factor for your best score. But I may actually do factor and keep start to keep to get my A for factor or factor at the next other side, and give myself a chance of playing a bingo to facts as factor or facts. All right, they did calf like you presumed, and that's a very good move from them. Does calf take S? It doesn't. Okay. The other team has Zex, QOID to move. That's Team Abia right there, Princewill and his partner. Uchenna Opara.
Look at Team Abia's rack pick. They have a good rack pick. If you had to beat one today, what would you have played?
They make sex.
Okay, I love to move Team Ogun. Just made things start for a whole sum of what? 30 points. I still maintain the ATS rapidly. That's a good play. So considering Team Abia, what will you play with? Because the ball is looking kind of ball. I know I can see
UDX and UTUL. That's what they have. I will do XU is looking good. Zax XUGU doesn't take S. Takes 1 point. That's very fine. Oh, committed, I think. All right, I've done that. So currently 51 and 66. Team Abia having a slightly concede Team Ogun with the S for a bingo. Team Abia's rack is not too beautiful, but they are taking the lead. Team Ogun to move with Boss AIT. Boss AIT. This rack needs a couple of floats.
You have to do the Toyota move.
I won't go with the Toyota move. Kwaku is suggesting that's the best move, but sometimes you don't go with your best move in all situations. You can't just play Biota and expose Biota to Gob. I'm sure we can see that. You can't just really do that. Exposing that.
Yeah, to be in this
all right. I'm thinking I may do here ALB and keeping the other set of tiles. I'll keep TISOS. I don't want to block these tags points. I can actually play BIOS, BI voice or BIOS here, but I don't want to block this. Okay, I can also play that. M11 BIOS. Open another side for Gobs. Keep Saturday. They have to keep that vowel. You have to keep the vowel.
I guess they are trying to lead that also, but not BIOS. Instead of BIOS, with
Boas, yes, that's also
keeping SIT.
SIT, when you have kept SAT twice, you may want to change it to keep C,
Yeah, that's what we use.
And Boast take T, that's Boast. They have their stacks to go there too. Beautiful. First to land is also very important in Scrabble game. First to bingo as an advantage. You go to pick some pretty good tiles next for your next move.
From your POV, looking at the town, who do you think is going to play a bingo first?
Okay, of course, Team Ogun should bingo first in this game and take the lead. Okay, they're still thinking of what to do. Boas to Gob or Bios to Gob, all moves on N11. The scores are 51-66. I think they are thinking they can play bingo somewhere. What do you think? What does this rack actually play to? Okay, it plays to N and H. None of the floats on the board, so they should not try to force something wrong in this turn. Because if they do, I think the opponent will just have to change their tiles and also have a good set of tiles. Pretty much good options for them. Sub, keeping AITS. But they have to put the B for that goal. They can't just put it against there, you know. Time is also a very good factor in the round in this case because they're playing 20 minutes now, not 25, which they used in the singles event. Oh, they're opting for sub. That's not too good score.
So what do you think is the reason why they play sub?
Because there's Ghost, the SP, and pretty much a good set of combinations to put subs to Soba. We have Soba. We can go to Stags, but the score is too small. My own POV. QURTVLD. That's team Abia's rack. That's with that. And they quickly went for quarts, just for 14 points. Team Ogun plays quickly AUA and AITS. They just play Aqua immediately because they have duplicate haze, and that's the top choice for Quaco. Beautiful. Like I said, I told you there's Soba. So they have drawn down Soba and AUA, but that's been very risky. So Aqua is beautiful. They're trying to take their time now because, you know, they have spent so much time with the Bastion tone. So right now, Aqua was just direct. This is the rack for Team Abia to move. The scores are rightly correct now, 80-80. I really think Team Ogun will come with a bingo first, and that will give them a good leverage in the game. What do you think?
With the way the tiles are going, it's as if the bingo are not coming. Half it's coming. But I tip them to play bingo first.
All right, Team Abia can do Davy on N12 or 14 here, right there, but they are opted for the one right on 5D for 27 points, which is safer.
Yeah, I agree with that move.
Beautiful. The other Davy will not be too good for them. Keeping a good rack leave of LNT. I love that. Team Ogun still suffering with battling with Borals. MIIUTAS. Minutias. If they can get an N. Minutias. Oh, you think Minutias taking S? I don't think so. It takes E and L. Minutia A and Minutia. They have to balance again for this turn. This is what Scrabble game is very interesting.
Good question.
You keep
balancing. Whenever I'm having stuff like this, I know that it's very hard for my bingos to come. So I will tend to do turnover, play out more tiles so that I can keep scoring till my hand is set. Because you have to at this point you have to make sure you establish a lead for against your opponent. Because you see that you are trying to balance, it's not coming forth. You just keep scoring.
I think the devil is changed, right? The David move has not been committed yet.
It has committed.
Oh, to J5. It's now committed to J5. Wow. All right, that's a move now.
Brilliant move.
They're trying to save the G from being a float. So are they going to go for the rest move or still balance this rack? Oh, let's go.
Brilliant
Yes.
move.
Autism, 31 points. That's the best move. 111 to 107.
Can you see what I'm saying? Can I see that the hand is not forthcoming? So you just have to just
LNGT, but they have drawn this first blank, which is a very good opportunity for them. They can change, or they can play something, maybe land there.
From this view, I'm thinking Team Abia is going to play first bingo.
We are looking at this, that Team Ogun will do that, but now they've let go of their heads, they're tired of balancing, they've gone for their best score. And Team Abia will have to balance this turn again. They have a pretty much options. Lands for 10 points or 8 points. Then the score they'll be at par with the score to move.
Team Lagos, Team Ogun State have a premium on their hand. Will they be able to play it?
Definitely, the teams that are two players, I think they should be able to convince themselves that Johnny is a good word. Johnny is what they have on the rack. Immediately after letting go of the hairs, they now got a bingo without the hairs. See, it's not every time you have to be keeping scheming and scheming and scheming. Okay, Team Abia went for long, but okay, it has been committed already. LNG for 5 points. I don't like that move. They should have just still done Lang for 10 points. Okay, committed already. Team Ogun is to move with Johnny. Do you think they will convince themselves that the word is a good word? And drop on 5A on the board.
Oh, they are doubting the word. They are opting for John.
All right. It's about the things we see in the lower divisions. Has this been committed? Committed already, John. These moves might hunt them. 30 points, keeping INE. This is a raw bingo that the Scrabble debuggers gifted them, but they didn't take the chance of playing Johnny. All right. Team Abia has launted LONTED blank to move, and I think they should be able to bingo now. A couple of good words to play. Let down, notedly, intrude, lentoid, and a lot of words. But would they be able to note the long hook, the long hook?
Well, Team Abia, they are good with their words. So I believe they should be able to spot it out.
Scores currently on 141 to 110. Team Ogun leading by 31 points. Team Abia needs to bingo now. They have to get that hook, long game. Or maybe just play across the Ghost, Ghost, OD, we have let down there, we have notedly there. They should be able to find long game because they may not be able to see this role for Ghost, This is where they have to think and take their time. Yeah, there are pretty much options for long game. We have Intrude there, Lentoid, Dolente. Isn't a float to the G? Lodgement. At least that's even more safer. They're going to do that 72 points. Lodgement right there. Okay, basically, in this game, Team Ogun has missed some pretty much cool options. even when they play the sub, we are not really comfortable with the sub because there's also blue heads there, which will give you more score. And they just miss Johnny now. I think Team Abia should play bingo in this turn. What do you think?
Yeah, Team Abia will definitely play bingo. You can see they are shopping to their house, trying to form as many words you can form. So, for my POV, they should be able to play bingo now. Now, can you see the power of Miss? Because Team Ogun missed their turn, now Team Abia is going to play their bingo.
Yeah, the bag promises you nothing. When you miss a good turn, a good chance, you might be punished. You might be punished for that. Not 100% anyway, but you surely might be punished for that, and that's what has happened to them. They kept NIE again. That does balancing.
Oh, that's great for them to reply Team Abia after the bingo. But from my own POV here, I see Team Abia looking for where they are going to play the world. Probably are not seeing the long hook.
Yeah,
the ghost.
They're not seeing the ghost. They're not seeing the long. Wow.
So we are going to see balancing here again. Is another thing for you to know the world?
Yeah, I ran pretty much anagrams. I've seen them arrange Jodente, I've seen them arrange Intro, I've seen them arrange Lentoid, but they have not committed anyone.
Wow. You saw their move. That's great.
Oh, they have been able to gunny the ghost hook of T. Wow. They are going for 78 points. And they have an 80 point score there. Okay, beautiful. At least they are not missing this turn. I don't expect them to miss either. But their time is ticking out gradually. Time ticking 54 on center house. Do you think this 20 minutes is small for this doubles game?
Well, considering the fact that they use 25 minutes for the singles, this 20 minutes is small for the
doubles because they have to think, they have to agree. Okay, Lentoid has been committed for 78 points across N8, which is a beautiful move by them. They've taken the lead now, and Team Ogun is to play. They have Piceine. Duplicate ease and duplicate high to move. Epigenic is the best move for 80 points. You think they'll see that?
Yeah. Team Ogun has seen the move, so they are playing it now. Epigenic. But that's a good comeback for Team Ogun.
Beautifully played and well found. 84 points, Epigenic. Beautiful.
So the state is back into the game. Do you think this game is going to be a cat and dog race?
Team Abia to move with BAY and Daher right there. I can see BD for them across the L, or Vibe from the LE of Epigenic. Which one will you do? Will you do BP to block the triple A or Vibe to get a good rack balance?
I'll play Vibe to get a good rack balance.
Yeah, the game is pretty much close. 225, 188. With 40 points now, there will be at par. With 40 points call from Team Abia, they will be at par, but they have to also work fast and think fast too. Vibe 42, BD 47. I think I'll do BD because I won't want to leave that triple one game there. Vibe also looks cool because you have your DAE balance, right? Don't forget, Lentoid takes S, so anybody that comes with S now can easily take another 40 points right there. So it's still a cat and dog game, where we're expecting Team Abia to move. The time is taking down. We have 14 on center house. They have to do this fast.
Team Ogun draws their second blank.
All right, Team Ogun has the second blank, looking like it's going towards their side, but it's not convincing yet. I don't know what Team Abia is thinking of. BD or Vibe, they have to do this quickly. On the other hand, we have FORRII blank for Team Ogun. They may have to balance in that turn, but they have duplicate arrows and I. But I'm very happy to see Epigenic on the board. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a beautiful move. I'm much aware of the word power of Team Ogun. They've been playing fantastic well. They see their words in time and play it in time. So that's very fine. Aside from the journey move, they're playing so far so well. So that's a lovely move, Epigenic. Great find. Now Team Abia has seen BD. I believe they are going to commit it soon. But in this kind of game, you need to make up your decision on time so you can be able to save time for other things at the end game. Because time management is a very vital skill in Scrabble, and you don't want to. So Team Abia has committed their move, BD for 7 points.
All right, so they are now local balance neck and neck. But the blank with Team Ogun is a very good tile for them. Okay, BD has committed for 47 points. As you can see, the scores are now the same, 235, 235. Team Ogun is to move with FOOFOIIRR blank. The work plays to some couple of floats, but none of them is right on the board here. Kwaku's best choice is Longi, so there's also Longi. Yeah, that's over here. We'll try to learn as we go, play, and also teach those at home that are watching the game.
That's the thing about learning. Learning never stops. You keep learning, As I always say, when you stop learning, you start what? Start dying. So you keep learning.
Okay, Fryer for 32 right there looks cool, keeping eye on blank. Longi for 32 also looks cool, but keeping those brigade house, I might not support that. So what will you do? Fryer,
Scrabble,
32,
you know you have
but you're going to be giving out a lot behind the F and Fryers. Longi also gives out a lot underneath the EF.
As you say, task promises nothing. So I would rather play Fire and hope for a good move next turn.
That looks good.
Because it leaves the descent rack with IO blank. So sometimes you have to play.
Okay, Team Ogun still here to move. Are they pulling the blank? I think it's too early to do. They're playing foil, keeping IRR. This is too early to do because the game is still very much open to both teams. Okay, that move has been committed. Foil, keeping RRI. Okay, let's go with foil. Team Abia to move with Vom Rain. They'll need an offload for Omnivora right there. That would be a pretty cool choice. Voma to the E or Vario to level up again.
A good rack leaf.
Yeah, with a good rack leaf of AIN. Voma looks cool and it has been committed immediately. Beautiful play.
John said, I said this game is going to be a cat and dog race, and it's good tending towards that. So let's see how the time is going to be a great impact in the long run. How do you see the board? Yeah, is it looking kind of KG board, or looking like open board or closed board? What do you feel?
It's definitely looking KG right there. You can see the whole thing is looking parallel on the board. You can't easily overlap. You just need an S to be able to get a good advantage in this game. Team Ogun to move with this set of rock, LER, IIR. Okay, they have tried to block the Voma from the S. They've played ER. Yeah, definitely it is ER for 8 points. Team Abia now has D10, which is a dead rag, so played to a floating A. And like we said, the board is not looking friendly at all, so there may not be any float for anybody in this board. That's why Team quickly went to block the Voma from taking the hair field. They have been to KG, like the foil move, trying to block the lengthoids, holding your blank. I never know what they're thinking to do that. 290, 271, Team Abia to move. They have the rack that plays to a floating A in the gate and it pretty much floats. But this is not a floating board.
And Team Abia is running out of time.
Yeah, they are taking their time to think, but this time is going to be like a determinant in this game. 26 on St. House, 1 blank still. Okay, both blanks have been used, like I said.
I'm seeing Gaji here for 28 points. Do you think playing Gaji is a nice move?
Yeah, they have to just take his score to that J so that they can be able to level up again and, open the board since they're trailing. That J looks beautiful, keeping it near him.
Lovely play from Team Abia.
Move has been committed 28. So they are still neck to neck right here. We can't determine a winner here. The game is still on. Team we're going to play now with Larry II. No much options for them on this game. $290, $299. Team Abia takes the lead for the first time. Team Abia takes the lead for the first time, 290, 299. This is the rack for Team Ogun, Larry, and II. The best scoring move here is Alive or IE. So they can do any of them. Was giving out a lot from the triple letter to that A down to the double letter. They have arranged Alive, but they have not committed for 16 points, keeping a good back lead of high now. The condition of this game now, you don't really need to be balancing that much for a bingo. You just need to take your best score because the game is now going to the game is going towards the end game. There are still pretty much floats on the board.
So, Master Joe, a quick question. Approaching the end game, what do you think someone should do when you're approaching the end game?
Well, you work with the I'm saying and try to be very diplomatic in making your move. Do you need to score? Do you need to keep blocking, maintain your little lead? Or do you need to take a risk that will just bail you out of the game and win the game? So right now, they have not much options to make. Just Alive or IE gives them the best score on this board. Top Kwaku choice is Die. I'm not sure they're going to do that because Die is opening the board game. Okay, they've packed off their life. I'm thinking of what else to play. Six minutes to 3 minutes on the clock. It's a tough decision to make now. – Okay, I think I can see them arranging MIC and stage for 16 points. Okay, that has been committed even for 16 points. Because the Alive will be giving out a lot from the triple word, like I just said, triple letter towards across to the A, then to the double word. So they've gone for area there, 12 high, area MIC, then stage. Okay, that's pretty much a good move. Team Abia to move now with writing how. Can they spot Hawaiian? Spot that would be.
It's arranged already, so I guess he spotted it. So it's looking like this is going to go for Team Abia. Yeah, they are about to commit it. Um,
Playing on the stream and playing this top game is always having the kind of retention and the like. So they're playing what?
Rough.
Oh my gosh. Mine was missed. They could have still done Wraith to get 32 points, but they have just done Roth. Wow. Not too good. 22 points. Wow.
So from this news now, do you think Team Ogun have a chance to win this game?
Pretty much very well. They have good chance to still win this game. They have a bingo like rack, but it's not. It's a dead rack. ALINIT to move. Why the other opponent, Team Abia, has just drawn so poorly. 3 E's, double O, and IN.
That's covered for you. Whenever you make a wrong decision.
Wow, Tawai looks so beautiful. 88 points. I think that will wrap up the game at that stage. But right now, it's still AG. Tennial, 14F for 26 points in school for Team Ogun. Every night, right there too in school, but they'll be giving out away a lot of options for the other opponents.
I love the interlapping for Harry Knight and Tino.
Yeah.
I feel they should be able to see the move, considering the fact that David Idris is a good player and he loves all those kind of play. So I'm seeing them playing the move now.
Okay. On the other hand side, they can do LI for 8 points, 10E to balance and tail. That's a very good racking to scheme for a bingo. 3 minutes to 2 minutes right there on the clock. As you can see, the game is still pretty much open for either of the teams to win. Okay, 14 on Centaurs now, 14 on Centaurs. Team Ogun's rack looks pretty much better than the other one. We can see EEEOOIN. Wow. That's the punishment for missing the Tawine. I thought they would drop that because I saw it arranged on the rack, but they couldn't convince themselves that it's a good word. So
at this stage of the game, you don't want to lose your turn.
Yeah, so
I get it.
How would they feel when they finish the game and maybe they couldn't see the win and just notice that the Taiwan is a good word?
Well, whoever will see that kind of styles and see that it was correct and you could have stolen the win by playing it, you'll feel bad. But as a sportsman, you have to move on from whatever decision you have made and put your head up in the next game.
Yeah, very good. That's very good advice. Okay, they've played Living for 16 points, 3-2-2, 3-2-1. Team Abia to move now with duplicate O's and 3 E's. Noogie, who do Noogie opening all that part. I don't think so. Okay, they're going for Doe for 16 points. Immediately rushing with the time. Team Ogun as WAP RST. If they get a free E, they can do wire taps. The game is pretty much still close, and the time is not sufficient for the both players to think fast and play well. Okay, 8,000 the bag. Team Abia has a little lead, but Team Ogun is to move now.
You agree with this SWAT move?
Okay, what 14F gives them a very good score. Not a bad move, but you're giving out a lot beneath that space. If your opponent has the right set of tiles to eat you there, you might not be happy with that. But looking at the tiles outside, they can actually make that score for 40 points. We only have, there's no S outside, there's no A outside. So it just, I think it's a pretty much good move to take the lead. Okay, it's committed. White for 40 points. Yes, that's been committed. Team Abia now to move with this track. White Team Ogun as PIRO to go. Wow, this looks like a done game for Team Ogun. So you see, the Taiwan was a very good find for them, but they couldn't play it. TARWHINE. That is Tinware plus H. The Watts move looks like the move that has stolen steal the game for them. 362, 337. Team Abia to move with biggest I, biggest E, then KON. Team Ogun as PIRO. Wow. Best choice is Ni for 22. I think they should do that. Oh, they did Ilk to keep Oni. It's not too bad. Can Team Ogun finish in this turn? No, EIK. Sorry. For 18 points. Team Ogun with Puro to move. Just any score should do for them, I think. PIOI, beautiful. You should see that quickly. 24 points, still the win. They can also do pole for 16 PIR.
What a game.
55 seconds to 20 seconds. Players are rushing now, rushing to make them move. Team Abia has ONIE. I don't think that will drop. They just have to take a score. Pole for 16 points. That hasn't been committed here. Yours is very good, the M2 for 24 points. But the time constraint now will not allow them to think deep. 20 seconds to 20 seconds. Yeah. Thinking, hope they're not giving out a lot with the pole move. Okay, that has been committed already. 16 points. Team Abia playing so fast with their honey, playing a line for 10 points. Team Ogun drops their tiles quickly and steals the game. Wow, what a game, what a game, what a game, what a game. Final score is 380 to 355. 378 to 355. Wow. How come, what did you see to the turn of Ravs? That turn was very, very critical for Team Abia.
That's come for you. You take your chance and you win. You don't take your chance, you lose. So, which is what happened.
But I think if Team Ogun has that set of practice, they should be able to find that Hawaiian, because they played epigenic.
possibly their watch strength is actually high. But Team Ogun also they had their chance to win the game in the first instance, but they missed the ball, the journey move. But they got back to the game by playing Epigenic. Accident has been the cats and dog race for the season of the win. I'm very pretty sure Team Abia want to crucify themselves for missing that Taiwan move. But as a sportsman, you have to dust yourself up and move on to the next game and hope for a better game next. So,
All right, thank you for following us in this game. 3 more games to go. We may be having another category on stream for the next round. Congratulations to Team Ogun for winning this. They are still maintaining the first position in the opens category. Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 5 minutes.